What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sabotage, and being 20, not only did my voice get a little bit deeper, but I think I might have finally unlocked my superpowers.
I got a shot, it's not a pistol. Number one spot.
You're 20?
Yeah.
It's okay, no one has to know, baby girl.
So I finally turned 20 last Friday, and I feel like things have just gone by so fast, man. You know, like in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, there's like that snap and that blip, and everyone comes back 5 years later and like everything's just changed. I feel like with the like the same shit has happened. Like over the past 2 years, I've seen like little ass cousins turn to full ass grown men. Like I literally just seen the world change around me, and I see myself change as well. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry if this shirt is a little bit too revealing, but at the end of the day, this is 2022, and this is my body, and this is the clothes that I wear, so I can wear whatever the fuck I want. But deadass, the past 2-3 years have all just felt like a one gigantic year, like a one gigantic day, and it's just gone by so freaking fast. Holy fuck. And bro, because time has gone by so fast, I feel like I have literally no life skills. Like I am a man child. I literally learned how to use a kettle like a month ago. I really don't know how to cook or use anything in the kitchen. No, thank God I live with my parents still, because if I was on my own right now, holy shit.
Out the way, out the way, out the way. I swear to God. Unfucking believable.
I feel like a lot of my older cousins and older friends, I feel like a lot of them felt so much older than me when they turned 20. I feel like they sort of knew who they were and they had themselves figured out, and also like what they wanted to do figured out. But me on the other hand, I have no idea like what's going on, to be honest. Like I'm still just going with the flow, going with whatever life takes me. I have no clue. Like I know where I eventually want to be, but I have no idea how I'm gonna get there yet. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It just means I'm just scratching my potential. And I feel like for a lot of people, it might seem from like the outside perspective that they have it all figured out, but I do think a lot of people are just faking it and trying to figure it out themselves. I guess not everyone wants to broadcast to the entire world that they don't have themselves figured out yet. And one thing I find really funny is that ever since I was like a little kid, like elementary school, middle school, I always just wanted to be older. I saw older kids as people that had more freedom, like adults would actually listen to what they had to say. And for me as a kid, everyone just kind of ignored me because no one really, like everyone just brushes off what kids say essentially. And I feel like as a kid, you just want to be heard and you want to be respected, and that's not what you get. And now as a young adult, I feel like the hype did not really meet the expectations. Sure, I have more freedom. Sure, adults actually sometimes do listen to me, but at the same time, there's so much more responsibility on you. And I feel like when you're a kid, you fuck up, like, you know, you're just a kid, it's fine. But if you're an adult and you mess up, bro, you are an idiot, you are a disgrace, you are a waste of life. I feel like in general, the world is just less forgiving and you can't really do the things that you used to do. It's very common for people to be like in this serious, depressed mood, and it's very uncommon for people to just be goofy and happy all the time. I'm still a kid, like, I still want to be goofy and happy all the time. Like, I just find it weird. And also, when you're a kid, none of that shit really matters. Like, what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. Like, you just go to school, you do whatever you want to do at school, you come home, and you just fuck around all day. I feel like when you're an adult and you're just goofing around, you sort of feel guilty for it because you're just thinking about the consequences, and you're like, fuck. Like, there is something that I low-key should be doing, but I'm not doing it, and you just feel bad. But obviously, when you're a kid and you're fucking around, you don't think about any of that shit. One cool thing about growing up though is that you sort of learn about the battle with your mind. When we're kids, we just let like our emotions and everything take over. We're very impulsive. We don't really think about what we do. But when you're older, you sort of just ask yourself like, why am I feeling like this right now? Like I don't understand. And once you get into like meditation, cold showers, and journaling, you really learn that you can sort of bring down your emotions. Like if you're really angry, you can make yourself less angry. You can really make yourself less stressed by doing some of those practices. And one thing for me is that I'm a very anxious, naturally stressed person like all the time. Like I'll have this like really big assignment or test coming up and I'll be freaking out about it like 4 to 5 months before it's even fucking happening, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on the present moment right now. Who gives a fuck what's gonna happen in the future in those 4 to 5 months? Let's focus on what's gonna happen right now. Let's keep myself in the present. Focusing on the present and trusting the universe with my future has really just been the biggest stress reliever. And now going back to just being 20 years old, I feel like this year is gonna be a very pivotal year in terms of like setting myself up for the future when I'm 21. I want to get better at YouTube every single day and build an audience that genuinely enjoys watching my videos. And I feel like if I can just focus on that, I think my 21-year-old self will be very, very grateful. And speaking of grateful, I'm just grateful for it all. I'm so happy that I found YouTube and that I genuinely enjoy it, and there's people that actually watch my videos. What else could I really ask for? And with that being said, I'm gonna end off the video right there. If you made it this far, you was a motherfucking goat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hang at the places I used to go. Driving G-Wagon with Louis V baggage. You must be used to